Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over the brand new Nars Orgasm X Collection. I have 3 pieces here. There's actually one more item. It's another eyeshadow palette. However, it hasn't released yet and I do want it, but it hasn't released. It releases on 5/13, May 13th, which is also my hubby's birthday. So I am going to pick that up. I will show you whenever I show you guys all of these goodies, but I'm going to do a demo on my eyes and on my face as well as kind of on my lips. So if you'd like to see all this, just stay tuned. The collection includes the Orgasm X Cheek palette, which retails for $42. This palette features the new Orgasm X blush, described as a shimmering deep coral pink with gold pearl. The cult favorite Orgasm blush, described as a peachy pink with golden shimmer. And then lastly, the Orgasm highlighting powder, which is a golden shimmer. Then we have the Orgasm Quad, retailing for $52. This is the Orgasm one, and then there's also this one that I am missing, which is the Orgasm X. This is the one that I was saying comes out on my husband's birthday, so I will be collecting that as soon as it comes out, but I don't have it today, clearly. This palette is limited edition, and the shades included are a gold shimmer, a light pink champagne, matte coral, and shimmering light cocoa. Then we have the Orgasm Mini palette, which retails for $25, and again, limited edition. The palette includes Full Moon, a metallic pale pink, Maximum Pleasure, shimmering gold peach, Danger Girl, a matte coral, Wild One, metallic golden pink, Pitaya, sparkling iridescent copper, and Seduced, a sparkling amber. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the demo. Honestly, I really just want to use this palette, but I'm going to do a little combo and add this one in with it, starting off with this one though. REPHR number 15 and the matte shade in the palette. You all know how I feel about these peachy tones. I'm just obsessed with them. I'm going to start on the outer corner and buff upwards. I'm going to take the excess from the brush and bring it inward, but I don't want a lot of product on this inner portion. Weighing glass number 17, grabbing the mini Orgasm palette and this shade. Starting on the outer corner, and again, I will be buffing this upward. So bringing it into the crease and smoking it out. Same brush, now I'm going to grab this shade, taking this into the crease. I want to add a little bit of a sheen and some dimension, or some depth to the look. Dipping back into this palette with an E7W21, grabbing this shade. I am going to place this on the lid, on the outer half. Same brush, now going in with this light pink, placing this on the front portion of the lid, building it up on the inner corner, and then just tapping over lightly the last shade we laid down. BK Beauty 206, first shade, going to highlight the brow arch. Dipping back into the mini palette, REPHR number 3, middle top shade. I'm going to get rid of some fallout first. I'm applying this to the lower lash line. I don't want to put too much down, just enough to show that there's some color there. And this brush is available at the concept store. It's 50% off on REPHR's site. I always have that linked down below. Same brush, I'm going to go back in with this shade. A little bit of that right on the outer corner. Royal Inlay Nickel BOM 18, first shade. I'm going to place this on the inner corner, and then I'm going to go add on some liner and just mascara. I finished the eyes with mascara, Milk Boss liner, top inner rim, and then I also added on the Charlotte Tilbury pillow top liner, a little bit up top, and then on the bottom waterline there, and that is it. And now I'm going to go in with the cheek palette. I'm going to grab Orgasm on my REPHR number 4. I can't even tell you the last time this has been on my cheeks. I feel like it looks different, like not as intense. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I just feel like Orgasm used to be really intense, like had a lot of shift to it. And there's definitely a shift to the color, but I just feel like it looks different. I'm bringing this one further down on to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm going to take Orgasm X and bring it further back, just kind of meshing them together. Wayne Goss number 11 going in with Orgasm X. This is pigmented. We're going to do a little tap off. And I'm going to start. Oh yeah, that's definitely pigmented. So be careful. I'm going to push this a little further back, and I will go in and buff, blend this out. Linda Hallberg 306 highlight shade. Back in with the Wayne Goss brush, no additional product. Kind of merging the blush and the highlight together. Sonia G Face 1, a little bit of my Urban Decay The Fix powder, and I use the shade 40NN. And this I'm going to take right around the edges and blur everything out. Oh, I forgot my nose. Gotta highlight my nose. And my chin. Lost my marbles. You can't forget about the nose highlight. Finishing off with the lips, you can clearly see I have already lined and filled them in, and I used my Wayne Goss Essential Lip Pencil in the shade, what color are you? What color? Natural Berry. And now I'm going to go in with the Orgasm lipstick. This isn't new, but I just thought it would go with the look, you know. So I'm just going to put this right on top. That completes the look. Now I'm going to go over each of the products and tell you guys what I think about them. Starting off with the cheek palette, I gotta say, packaging wise, they always kill it. Nars just has such good taste when it comes to packaging, and this is very sleek. I love the matte finish with the gloss. It's really beautiful. For what's on the inside, the highlight, it's beautiful. It really is. I love the way it looks on me. Do I have this probably 10 times over in my collection? Absolutely. So I don't think this is special, but it is pretty and it's intense and it's going to wear well on a lot of different skin tones. I don't think fair skin is going to get along too well with this because it is more on the golden side. So I think it could leave a shadow, but I would say light medium up to maybe like NC 45, 47. I think that this would look really nice on. The Orgasm blush in here, I don't know. I mean, I think it looks beautiful on my skin. However, it's not like the original. I know that this is the original, but it feels a little different. I feel like it doesn't have as much of a sheen as the original did, and for some people that could be good, but if you're looking for just the original OG Orgasm, which I think we all have a million of by now, this is just a little bit drier. There's something to it that's just different. This is beautiful. Orgasm X, I think this is stunning. I love the color. I love the watermelon effect. That coral watermelon is beautiful. Use a light hand though, because it has pigmentation, it packs a punch. For the entire trio, I think that they look really nice on the skin. I think I look nice and glowy and healthy. So overall, I like this. I don't think it's a necessity, more of like a nice to have if you want to have it, just because, you know, most of us have Orgasm already in our collection. And then the highlight, while pretty, I definitely have in my collection already. And I'm sure I have a blush that is similar to Orgasm X, but if you're just talking about the product in general, it's a beautiful palette. for the Nars Orgasm Quad. This to me is just beautiful. It's understated, it's work, it's everyday appropriate, it's bridal, it's gorgeous. I think that this is so lovely, and these are just my tones anyway. I have to say, this shade is so pretty, and it went onto the eyes so nicely. This highlight shade here, you could use it on the inner corner or the brow arch, but you saw me use a fluffy brush and just work that into the skin. One application and it's done. These two here are a little softer, especially this one. I would recommend using your finger or using it wet if you want to have more of an impact. But this is going to be really nice for those of you that want to have metallics, but you don't want to have the texture. This is a really, really beautiful palette. I do think it's just like a little bit overpriced, but I still like it, so there's that. And then lastly, the mini orgasm palette, and it's definitely mini, like it's teeny tiny, and it feels very, I don't want to say it feels cheap, but it feels kind of cheap. The packaging is cute. It reminds me very much so of the Smashbox palettes where it just has like this little lid kind of. So I like that. And I like, again, it's sleek, it's cute, but the shades in here, these are pretty redundant. It's kind of like the same orgasm over and over again and the same Laguna over and over again. When I saw this and I opened it up first, I was like, dang, that really is tiny. And then I just thought, I like these shades. However, I know I already have them in existing palettes. So I just want to show you all these palettes that I can't open from NARS. This one right here, this is the Wanted palette. We have very similar shades in here. This sparkly shade along with this sparkly shade, or this one here. And we have the gold. This one's definitely prettier. The NARS Cool Crush palette, this shade right here is very similar to this one here. And then you also have this one and this one that are pretty similar. And then the Afterglow, I love this palette. You have some more shades that are similar. Like you have the golds in here with the metallic shades and the shimmer. You have like the little pinky peach shade. I will say that the Afterglow palette is definitely more different than what the other ones are. I just want to point out the similarities just because I feel like NARS has been doing these quite a bit, and this is another example here. This is the Ignited palette. You have the pinky red shimmers like this one here. Again, you have a little bit of the peachy shades, and then it's something that's similar to this. The only thing that is really different about the Orgasm Mini is this watermelon shade, which is special to this palette. However, I have a lot of Viseart palettes and just things that I would recommend over this. And for $25, I would say go pick up a Natasha Denona Mini. This to me isn't worth it. I wouldn't spend your money on this. Anywho, you guys, that is it. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.